YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. It's been a while since we've got some content. About 2 weeks ago, I made a video just kind of, talking about the Sony A95K. I have it as a bedroom TV in 65-inch and my excitement on the A95L. So we're going to be making more content this week talking about that because we're pretty much entering that window of release week for that television. So that's kind of going to be the next chapter of content that comes to the channel. This, however, is the 77-inch LG C1 OLED. This is the time. It's time to say goodbye to this TV. And the unique piece about this television is that while I have been, engulfed into this hobby, this passion of television and technology for a long time, this TV is the TV where 2+ years ago, when it released in 21, I purchased it. And I decided, I talked to a lady here and I said, hey, man, I'm watching these guys making videos about TVs, the Whisper Status, the Tech with KG, the Classy, all these guys. And I'm like, they do a great job. Why don't I do that? I buy these TVs regularly, right? Like I'm very consistent with it. I should do that. And it was 2 years ago. Plus, I'll carve the video in now for you guys to see. I decided to make an unboxing and a review of this TV, and 15,000 views it had got in like 2-3 days. And I said, holy shit, excuse my French, but man, I was just really excited about, jumping into the content creating. My channel's been around for a long time, but we've been making videos for as long as we've been doing this with the intentions of growing. So about 2.5 years we've been on this grind. We're about to hit 10,000 subscribers. So after I roll the intro, we're gonna say goodbye to the LG C1 OLED. All right, guys. So again, welcome back to this channel. I appreciate you. We're on the road to hitting 10,000. So if you happen to be new and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. That number is a milestone, and numbers don't matter to everybody, but it certainly does to a smaller channel like myself. I've got a couple of different things from a logistical perspective that we're going to be changing and bringing to the channel, like memberships. And we're going to be planning to bring you a lot more consistent content and running this thing as a business going forward. So as I said, the A95L is definitely going to be coming to the channel. But there's a couple of things I want to address and just kind of talking about this TV. Since again, as I said in the opening sequence of this video, this TV is really what birthed the concept of all about TKK from a perspective of being like a tech channel, right? So one thing that I kind of want to answer, and this is a frequently asked question that's always coming to my channel, and I'm sure somewhere later as I continue this thing, Lord willing, I'm healthy, I'm alive, and I can do this. As I grow, I'm probably going to be answering this a couple of different times at different stages in my career on YouTube. I just want to address that I don't buy televisions to review televisions, right? There's a difference between content creators, and before I even say this, I have nothing against it. I respect it. Everybody does what they want to do. But my channel is an independent channel that is ran by me. The opinions are my own. The education and the opinions that I've gathered from my experience that I offer you are my own. So I don't really like to talk about things that I don't buy, and I don't buy things just to review them on the channel. So as of date, from when we got this TV and we showed you this and we started making content a couple of years ago, everything has been shot in chronological order. That is the one thing that I said I wanted to do with my channel. I said that I wanted to be tech-based. I wanted it to be real and organic from me owning and giving you my opinions as an owner, not taking in any kind of tech jargon and educational bias that other people might bring to the community. But I just want to tell you what I think, and you're able to just hit play and just let all this content run. So this TV, like all the others outside of the G3 that I did return for the G2, I digress, has been mine, purchased with my money, and it's just that, right? So the C1 77-inch, I got this TV 3 times actually, had it once in 77 and had twice in 48-inch. We made content on that. I'll card that in. So if you see some random cards, those are just there as references. The TV, this model has been a great TV. And one of my favorite YouTubers, on YouTube, loves the TV, has the TV. plasma TV gaming, and he does a great job of talking about this TV and many others. So there's definitely reliable sources that you guys can go to where you can see a lot of information about this TV. But this TV has done me great. It has been an amazing option, and I hold it near and dear simply because it birthed me talking to you guys about TVs on YouTube. But in my normal fashion, I replaced it with the C2, and then we got the G2 obviously, and we got the G3, and you know, we just kind of go on and on and on. And that's just the way that I am as a personal consumer in this space of things. But if you guys got one of these TVs, I definitely want you to just kind of chime in down in the comment section. Let me know what your experiences has been. And recently on the channel, earlier in the year, you know, we gave away the C9, which I actually had in this same exact room, to one of my friends. So we're parting ways with this thing. I just feel it's time, and I need to make the physical space. And so I own right now a few different 77 class TVs, and you know, it's just time for the C1 to go. It's the oldest, largest that I have of date. And you know, within this video, I just want to talk to you briefly about how we're going to play some musical chairs. All right, so here we are, guys. Samsung S95C. So going forward, you're going to see a lot of different content with me addressing some different models. This is a 2023 77-inch qd-oled Gen 2, followed up by the S95B, which we featured on the channel and we do still have from last year. It's been a great TV. And while I don't want to focus much on it, it's interesting because this is the very room where we had the C1 a couple of years ago when I got this house and I got that TV. You know, we had it into this room, played musical chairs, moved it around a little bit for me to finally decide that this would be the best TV for me to have in this room. Now, ironically, as I mentioned the A95L earlier in this video, we're actually going to make a specific video about that later in this week that I'll post. I'm going to be looking to get that TV in 77. I've determined that that's going to be optimal for me in this space. More for that to come. This TV right now has been my main driver, and prior to it, it was the 77 C1. Now, the C1 was such an amazing TV in 77-inch. When the C2 came out and the S95B and the A95 came out, those TVs, the qd-oleds at least, maxed in 65-inch, where the C2 did come in 77 and 83. I got it in a 55 because the C1 was such an epic TV. I had already invested in getting it in a larger class. So pretty much for the 2022 year, it's set in this room, and it was a great TV. So again, if you got that TV, chime in, let me know your thoughts on it. Like, what's your most, you know, beloved settings and things of that sort. I'm going to be giving it off to a friend that is definitely in need of it and who's going to get great use out of it. Me personally, I'm going to be moving my G2 77-inch into my dining room. It's now my main gaming driver, and this bad boy, the S95C, is again the 2023 model. It's going to be going into my gaming room, with the plan being the A95L coming in here. And again, we're going to make some more content for later in the week. So make sure you tuned in so we can talk about why I'm really going to be replacing that with this guy. So we're going to conclude this. This is merely just a small entry, just paying respects and saying goodbye to this TV, kind of like in natural fashion. It's really weird, man, you know, getting rid of this TV and knowing that I was really thinking I was going to hold on to it for a longer period of time. And, you know, as I kind of signed the deal on saying, hey, man, you can come and pick this TV up, get it out the way. You know, I started thinking like, dang, this is actually the TV that, you know, got me to creating content on YouTube. So it's good that I made the content. I plan on keeping the channel around. So my content, when it's shot, it's edited and I got it all raw. So I still have that footage that I can always go back and look to. I know that I'm going to miss this TV. It still has a ton of bleeding edge features to it that some TVs don't have today. Something like BFI, that's a great option. Definitely check out Plasma TV Gaming. I'm going to link my brother's YouTube channel down in the description of this so you guys can check him out. He's got a lot of great content on the C1. Much more technical than I am from the perspective of talking about tinkering with settings and things of that sort. And like I said, if you got this TV, I think he's going to be a very, very valuable help to you guys going forward. Me personally, I'm saying goodbye to this friend, and I do appreciate it for all the views and the subscribers that it's brought to me. I know some of you guys are, you know, biased to LG, and that's totally fine. I think LG has done a great job to stable itself as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, TV manufacturer of all time. They certainly got the gaming figured out. This TV was just awesome in 4K at 120. I put consoles on it. I put PC on it. I've thrown movies at it. I've had Plex server on it. Everything, man. It's just a great TV all around. But like I said, I know it's going to serve my friend some justice and he's going to get some great utilization out of it. But this is saying goodbye to a legend. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Appreciate you checking out the video. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace, God bless, and as I always say, max love.